Hello, my friends. Welcome back. My name is Liz. For those of you who don't know me, I am a registered nurse in women's health. I am a meditation teacher, and this channel is all about mindfulness and intuitive living and generally creating holistic health for yourself. So today I'm very excited about this video because it's talking about one of my favorite practices that I have in my life, and that is journaling. And I'm gonna get into how to start a journaling practice and specifically the type of journaling that I do, or I guess it's like writing, the type of writing that I do to really create clarity for myself when I need it, to access that inner wisdom, that inner information, and to be way more productive when I need to be. So I'm gonna share that with you at the end of this video. So just to begin, I have to just say, for any of you who are like not sure if you'll like journaling, I was not somebody that has been a lifelong journaler. I did not grow up like writing in a diary or enjoying writing by any means, quite the opposite. I got into journaling and actually enjoying it as a practice probably in about 2015. At that time, I was doing a lot of personal development, diving into the world of spirituality. I was doing a lot of coaching and leadership courses, and they actually encouraged me to start a journaling practice as a way of exploring my own personal leadership and expanding my ability to be creative and access my own like wisdom and all that sort of stuff. And it really stuck for me. It was a very powerful practice at the beginning, and it still is. So the first thing to get you started with your journaling practice is your materials. So you need a notebook or something to write in, and you need your pens. Now, you might not care about your pens. You can probably use any old pen or pencil. Me, I'm very specific about my pens. So I'll just show you here. I use colored pens. I love them a lot. And I keep them in this beautiful little case. And it's just like, they're like my little babies. I love them. They make me so happy. I love color. And so this really sparks a lot of creativity for me and just brings me so much joy while I'm actually doing the writing. And that's really important. The process should be fun for you. It should feel exciting and creative and kind of get your juices flowing. So know yourself. If you're someone who will really love having colored pens and that will actually make you do it more often, go for it. If you're somebody that just like does not need one more thing to think about, grab any old pen or pencil and you're good to go. Next step, the notebook. Notebooks are very personal. Again, because it's like, your thoughts, your soul is going into this, your energy, it's gotta spark creativity. It's gotta spark excitement and joy when you're using it. So you'll learn what you like and what you don't like. I buy mine from the university bookstore. They're very simple. I like them because they're just plain, nothing fancy notebooks with like lined pages. I love the spiral binding because you can fold it over on itself. But yeah, nothing fancy. And I love this medium size because it's really easy to fit in my purse or bag. So this is what I've always bought. This is my current one. This was my previous one. They're pretty similar, just like basic, lots of stuff in there. So you've got to figure out what works for you. Some people love journals that don't have lines on them, that are blank pages, because then you can also you can draw, you can do doodles, you can like be really creative with your journaling, because it's ultimately, this is you time. This is time for you to really be with yourself in a very loving way and just like let your juices flow, let your creativity flow, explore your inner world. So if a blank page sparks more creativity for you, go with that. Some people also like the dotted little bullet journals. Whatever, try different things, see what floats your boat. But don't let yourself procrastinate by looking up different journals. Pick something, go with it, try it, and start a journal. Okay, so you've got your materials. Now you need to actually get started. So what I would recommend is get yourself a cup of tea if you want. Make it you time. Find a space that you will enjoy sitting in that's comfortable. I don't have a journaling spot. I journal wherever I feel like it on a given day. But the one thing I've noticed I need is privacy. Even though it's writing and it's not talking out loud, there's something about it for me that's like, I have a hard time accessing my inner deepest thoughts if there's like somebody around that I think can see me or something like that. Maybe that's just a me thing, I don't know. But you might find that you journal better in a private space. So find yourself a comfy spot, get a cup of tea or coffee. And if this is brand new to you, you might want to start with a journaling prompt. So like some type of question to ask yourself, or something even that you could make a list from. So it could be gratitude related. What am I grateful for today? And start making a list of things, see what comes out, and just go for it. Now, before you start, one more thing I would say is try to take a few deep breaths and like clear your mind. Just let your mind kind of relax, go into neutral, maybe put on some music if that will help relax you. The more in neutral your brain is, the more you're gonna get out of this because you'll be able to just sort of dump what's in your head onto the page. When you're overthinking things and your brain's just kind of going crazy and you're thinking like, what should I write? Is this the right thing to write? Is this the wrong thing to write? Am I journaling? Am I doing it right? Are these my real deepest thoughts? Like, you don't want to get stuck in this sort of mental hamster wheel. So take a few deep breaths, clear your mind, get a little bit more into your body, feel your skin, like just stretch yourself out a little bit. Feel what emotions are sitting within you at that moment. And then ask yourself a question to start with. So a great one that is what I often start with is, what am I feeling at this moment? And I'll just go from there. And it could be any number of things. What am I grateful for today? What's important to me right now? If you feel like sort of a heaviness or heavier emotions within you, try something like, what's bothering me right now? And you can even write out that question and then just start writing underneath and see what comes out. Or you could start by making lists. Sometimes that's easier for people to wrap their brains around. So what's bothering me right now? What's important to me right now? I love going to more optimistic places. Like, what am I excited about right now? What is good in my life right now? What do I want for myself? What are my goals in the next year? Things like that. I get really excited thinking about things like that, and the juices just start to flow. Lastly, I want to talk about the specific type of writing that I do, which is I've found to be so powerful in my life as probably the #1 self-care practice that I'm currently leaning into when I need to connect to myself and like reset. And that is the practice of stream of consciousness writing. Julia Cameron coined this concept called morning pages. She's a writer, and she wrote this book called The Artist's Way, which is really fantastic. I would recommend it to anyone who's anyone who's creative or a writer or just wanting to get into this personal practice. And basically it is doing stream of consciousness writing for 3 pages without stopping. So by stream of consciousness writing, I mean that you kind of let your brain just like go into neutral and you just start writing. Don't think about it. Don't pause to analyze or question or judge what's coming out of your pen. None of that. You are just writing. And at first it feels really awkward. The first few times you do it, you might even be like, oh, I hate this. I don't know what I'm doing. It's so painful. Keep going. It'll get better. I think the first time I did it, it felt awkward, maybe the first couple times. And then I was like, oh, this is so awesome. It's just like, it's like dumping your brain onto the page. And when you're done, you feel so much lighter and just like something's been released inside of you. It's like you know, the like internal constipation finally gets released. It just feels really good. Nobody likes to be constipated. Focus, Liz, focus. If you want to try doing this, sit down, take a few deep breaths, get your pen, and be prepared to write for 3 pages without stopping. So like try to clear yourself of distractions. Put your pen down. Usually when I start doing it, the first few lines are very literal because I can't, I need, in order to get the juices flowing, I need to literally write down the only thing in front of me. So this is what it usually sounds like when I start. Good morning. I am writing my morning pages. I am writing my morning pages. And if you can't think of something, repeat the last thing. Like it should just don't stop, never stop. Keep your pen moving. It's going to start loosening up. It might not be that hard for you. I'm exaggerating a little bit, but just keep going. Let the juices flow. And it's amazing what comes out. I've had some of my biggest ahas and like, you know, surges of clarity and inspiration from doing morning pages. And sometimes like, I don't stop at 3 pages, I just keep going. So I would really recommend this for anybody who is a creative person, a creative professional, has to access creativity for their work. If you're a content creator online and you need to get the juices flowing, or you need to kind of like, you know, access your own inspiration every morning before you sit down and start your work, morning pages are fantastic. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know down below. I would love to hear what your experience is with journaling or morning pages, or if you have some other similar practice that you love to do, please share it in the comments below. I'm always looking for new things to explore. If there's a video topic you'd love to hear about, please comment below and let me know. And otherwise, I will see you soon back on this channel. Sending you all love. Mwah. Bye.